Howdy howdy, this is Crazy Grinding back again with an arena cutoff video for Marvel Contest of Champions. Today I cover round 1 results for the Iron Man Infinity War and Aegon arenas, then jump into my thoughts for round 2 cutoffs. So first, the round 1 results. So these arenas kind of acted pretty much as expected, with the Iron Man Infinity War arena 5-star feature coming in at 31 million and the 4-star feature coming in at 5.4 million. And then lastly, Aegon 4-star basic. It's been a while. It's been all the way since January before we had any 4-star basic arena champs go over 3 million. And of course, with Aegon and the fact is a 4-star duped, he can even clear some of Labyrinths of Legends. So he's definitely a great champ to have. So a lot of people wanted to go after get him, and now we have our first 4-star basic champ, 4-star to go over 3 million, coming in at 3.35 million. So how did these results compare to my predictions? Well, for the most part, as you can kind of guess from what I said a few minutes ago, since these arenas came in as expected, my cutoffs were pretty much right within the zone, even farther within 10%. Like, as I always say, I try to be within 5 to 10%, and in the case of these, I was right around 5% or even closer. So yeah, for the most part, these predictions were kind of the way I like to get them. So hopefully, I was able to help folks get the champs they were wanting to get in the first round. So let's take a look at some trends to see if we can figure out what's going on for round 2. So starting first with a 5-star feature arena, you can see with Hela, Captain America, some of the recent ones that gone by, specifically looking at Captain America, since and Captain America Infinity War, I think, has more value than Iron Man Infinity War. Even though he's a better defender, I think overall game value, Captain America Infinity War has more value, but both of them are kind of a good example of, second time around feature champs, but still have a definite amount of value. And you can see in round 1, Captain America Infinity War came at 35 million, but in round 2, he went up to 37 million. Then you take a look at Spider-Man Classic, and while he's a decent Alliance War defender, he's nothing that great. So his second round went lower. But then you come back to Star-Lord, again, another champ that's been a feature champ many times now. But from his 5-star, the first round was at 28, into the second round went to 30. So you kind of get the general flow. And then what you don't see here is Proxima Midnight. She came in, she was 33 in the first round and 33 in the second round. So you either, when you're a good champ in the game, you either kind of stay right where you were at in first round to second round, or you even go a little bit higher. So for these, and to be clear, these trends are all for the veterans bracket. These are not the beginner and intermediate results. When you look at the 4-star feature, you can see, for the most part, when you're on the lower side, like 4 million, you'll have a jump to 5.6. But Captain America Infinity War, he actually had a decrease. When you're at 6 million the first one, he went lower to 5.9. But everybody else, Spider-Man Classic included, went from 5 million to 5.2, Star-Lord from 5.1 to 5.3. So kind of like I was saying, everybody else had an increase in their cutoff between round 1 and round 2. So given that this is a pretty consistent trend, there's no reason to think this will change in the second round. Now jumping over to the 4-star basic arena, this is where it gets a little bit interesting. So you take a look at Ghost. She was the last 4-star basic champ we've seen to bust the 3 million mark. For her first round cutoff, she was at 3.4. She dropped to 3 million. Then Korg came in at 2.6, 2.7 roughly, then just pretty much stayed the same cutoff between round 1 and round 2. You take a look at round 1 for Omega Red. He came in at 2.7, had a slight increase to 2.9, and then Emma Frost, the floor kind of dropped out for her between round 1 and round 2. So there's not a very consistent theme, but I do think what we see here with Ghost, and like even with Emma Frost here recently, there could be a decrease between round 1 and round 2. And since the closest example, since we've had a 4-star basic champ go over 3 million, there was a decrease. I think that's a little bit more of a consistent trend, that not a tremendous decrease like we saw for Emma Frost, but probably something in the same ballpark that we saw for Ghost. And then obviously with a 3-star feature champ, for an old champ that's been the feature champ before, there's always a slight increase, but it's nothing. I mean, it's pretty much the same as round 1 to round 2, where you just go over the last milestone, an extra 10 or 20,000, and you'll be fine. So considering these trends, here are my thoughts for the round 2 cutoffs for the Ironman Infinity War and Aegon Arenas for the veterans bracket. Keep in mind that these are for the veterans bracket, meaning your account's been open for over 61 days. So I think we're looking at 33 million for the 5-star feature champ. I think we're looking at 5.6 for the 4-star feature. I think we're looking at 3.2 for Aegon, 3.2 million, and lastly 670,000 for the 3-star feature Ironman Infinity War. Now, what I always like to do, since these, it's not an exact science game we're playing here, folks. It's kind of a rough ballpark. I think we're going to see so I always like to give grind targets to kind of give folks a target to go after, where, just in case I'm off a bit with these predictions, even more than 10%. If you go to the grind target, hopefully that'll give you that extra buffer to make sure you get the champ. So make sure you go to 36 million for the 5-star feature champ, 6.2 million for the 4-star feature champ, 3.5 million for Aegon, and 700,000 for the 3-star feature Ironman Infinity War. Now, these grind targets and predictions are for the veterans brackets. So when it comes to the earlier brackets, there's just not a ton of historical data for me to do any trend analysis again. So I just kind of go by what I personally went through a couple months ago with a new free-to-play account, plus what I hear from the community as folks post their results either on my Twitter account or on in the comment section of these videos. So basically what it looks like out after Call Obsidian jumped over 1 million for both the beginner and intermediate brackets. It looks like both Ironman and Aegon kind of got back down closer to 1 million or a little bit under. So and again, these are just rough ballparks, so you definitely want to give yourself a little bit buffer, but roughly think about for the 3-star feature, we're looking at 240,000 for the beginners bracket, meaning your account's been open for 1 to 30 days. So I think for the 4-star basic, you're looking around 900,000. So for Aegon, roughly 900,000. Give yourself some buffer there. 4-star feature, you're looking at 950,000. Now for the intermediate bracket, meaning your account's been open for 31 to 60 days, the 3-star feature, you're looking at 525,000. 4-star basic, 1 million, and lastly for the 4-star feature Ironman Infinity War, roughly 1 million. So anyway, these are my thoughts for the second round of the Ironman Infinity War and Aegon Arenas. We'll love to hear your thoughts, especially if they're different than mine. Throw them down in the comment section of this video, and we can definitely discuss it. If you have any questions, throw them down there as well, and I'll try to get around to them as quickly as I can. Other than that, if you like this video, we'd really appreciate it if you click that thumbs up button. And if you like this and other videos on the channel and you haven't subscribed yet, we'd really appreciate it if you did. Thanks a lot for stopping by, and have a great day.